first thing first, manual technique. So, go to your curve here. This is what we call it as shaft. You have tap shaft. So go to curve. If you do not find curve, you can go create curve tool here. Create nerves primitive and then you click circle. But for me, in updated version, you have shaft curve. So I just click on the round curve and then rescale. Like this one. And then what you're gonna do, this is manual technique. What you're gonna do, click create camera and then camera. Which one? Create cameras and then click camera.
Soalnya dia belum ngasih apa-apa kan. Apa yang mau gitu, apa yang mau dilihat? Kenapa dia?
So I click both of this one, knob circle and camera, and then I just raise up both of it a little bit, and then what we are going to do, panel look through selected. And then you can see when you click look through selected, which means you want to see through from the object, which means I want to see through my camera. Okay, so now I just reposition my camera. And then going back to your perspective, and then you can see your camera is here. So when your camera there, click on your circle and then rescale again. Make sure this circle touching your camera. And then shift, click camera, constraint from animation but tab, constraint parent. And then you can see now, this is the manual technique. You can see your camera, when you rotate the circle, your camera will be moving along. Understand? For the lowest version, you have to do this. You do not have this correct turntable. Okay, now you have to animate this circle. So I will make my animation for this 120, 0 to 120, which means 4 seconds with 24 frames per second. Understand? So what I'm going to do, starting from this, click S, and then go to 120, and then you just rotate your camera to this one. You can set over here, rotate Y 360. And then, if we are going to perspective, camera shape 1, and then you click, it will be the table.
Biar gak pegal tangan.
You see? Okay. Now I go to perspective. Okay. Here the setting. So create lighting, because without light, you open the render view. When you click here, nothing, because you do not have any lighting. So what you have to do, we use unknown renderer, so unknown light, sky dome light, and then you click on the render view, this thing will happen. Understand? So next, the next setting, when you have your light, the next setting will be your unknown renderer setting. So you go here, this one, or you can tap on rendering, render setting, render button and render setting, and then you see path. Path is your file location. So I make in document demo and then images, and then from this file output, this is the setting. When you render, the final output will be in this file. Image format, you click on the PNG, and then frame animation ext, you click this one, name hashtag .ext, and then going to next tab, frame range, start render from 0, and frame rate and frame by 120. Understand? And then from here, renderable cameras, select your camera shape 1, because that's your camera, this one. Camera shape 1. Understand? And then image size, change to HD, full HD. Okay, so that's it, and close. And then here, render. On the render sequence, click this one, this box, open the menu box, current camera shape 1, and then if you are setting this one, render sequence and close. You see this box, and then it will starting render. As you can see, your description of your render will be here. You can monitor your render is finished or not over here.
Udah kah? Belum ya? Belum. Send ke aku. Ya. Google Drive ya. Oke.
I don't have to, I'm gonna say that, I don't have to wait for this render. After you are done, you can see,
Udah nggak sih? Iya. Sama.
okay, after you are done, wait,
Mungkin ya.
okay, when you are done, you can see on this one, you have created the folder, image, you have this kind of image. Okay, for me I have done before, so I have bunch of this image. So when you want to compile, what you have to do, you have to compile in After Effects. Open your After Effects.
Oh, pakai After Effects dari mana? Bajakan. Bentar dong. Lupa loh ya aku dari mana.
Okay. So
Coba
when you
ntar aku
open your
tanya
After Effects,
David lagi. Dia yang download.
click on your After Effects, import file, and then starting from this one, click Shift, click, and then click here sequence option SPNG sequence, import as footage, and then import. When you import, you will have this one, and then import to your timeline, and then you play. So that's how you render your Maya, and then starting here, okay, export, add to render queue, and then render setting, best, quality best, resolution full according to your last render sequence in Maya, full HD 1920 by 1080, and then click OK. Output module. If you do not have this one, H.264, you can render as AVI, but AVI will be much heavier. So for second, maybe 4 gigabyte, and then you have to render again in Premiere. So I have this one H.264. Make sure video output channel is RGB, and then click, and then output to, you click wherever you want, and then save, and then click render.
Penuh nih memang ini.
That's how you should do your rendering for animation. So, the next step.
Panjang banget nih video nih.
Next step. I'm deleting the knobs and camera. This is the next step. Okay. Just replace your perspective. And then go to animation button here. This is the auto version. And then go to visualize. Here, option box. Make sure number of frames according to your animation is starting from 0 to 120 frames. So make sure it's according to your sequence. If your sequence is 1020, 5000, so 5000 you have to render. Okay? So direction is depends on you, clockwise, counterclockwise. So before you click turntable or apply, you have to click on your object first. This one. Do not click on the floor, but click on the object. And then click turntable. When you see your turntable here, you see is blue line here. If you do not have the blue line, it's okay, but make sure when you click slide on your turntable, on your time slider, this will happen. Okay? From this one, setting back your render setting. If you do not find your render setting here on your shelf, go to rendering, render setting. This one, setting again, of course PNG. And then this is frame animation, name this one, do not click other than this. And then start frame 0 and frame 120. Renderable camera, select turntable camera 1 because you just do your turntable camera 1. Select this one and then make sure your image size Full HD, and then close, and then again open render here, redo back render sequence, open the channel box, make sure your render current camera is turntable camera 1 here, and then you can click render sequence and close, and then after you finish, do it again in After Effects like I told you, like I demonstrate to you just now. Understand? Okay, do it first.